up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my top 5 sneaker picks from this year, 2019. So this year was actually a really good sneaker year, just in general for the releases that did happen, but also for myself. I did make it a goal of mine to hit 50 pairs by the end of the year, and I have definitely hit that goal well before the month of December is over. So I'm very excited about that. But like I said, this is going to be my top 5 picks from the year. Now this is opinion, right? These are my top 5 picks. Things that I liked, whether it was silhouette, colorway, whatever it was. These are the 5 kicks that really helped me, I guess, like bring my sneaker collection together for the most part. Now if you're interested in seeing and hearing more about my top 5 picks, keep on watching. Alright guys, to start things off, I'm going to jump right into my first pair, which is going to be the Zoom X Vista Grind in the Vault Green colorway. Starting off, this is one of my top 5 favorites from this year. Now, this shoe, I don't know if you guys know, but if you do follow me on Instagram, if you paid attention to anything that I posted, you definitely saw these sneakers a lot. Now I love these partly because of the upper. I love that it is a sheer upper. The shoe itself is very comfortable. It honestly feels like you're walking on a cloud. I love the sole of the shoe, how it's designed. I love that. Honestly, it reminds me of a boat a little bit. But like I said, this is probably one of the toughest colorways that there is. Yes, the Vault Green and the orange are two, I feel like, most popular combinations when it does come to kicks. But also, like, this silhouette is just really bomb. It's just a dope silhouette. It's my favorite idea, I guess, like, of a chunky shoe. But it just works. Like, this was definitely one of my favorites, partly because of the colorway, but also it was something about this really super chunky sole that I really just couldn't get enough of. I love the way that the tongue is designed in the shoe. I actually have like a full review, which I will definitely like insert somewhere above here so you guys can hear more about the actual shoe itself. But there was no way that I was going to be able to do my top 5 of the year and not include these, partly because when I did get these, I wore these a lot. Like, this shoe probably got at least like a good 2 weeks worth of wear. 2 weeks back to back worth of wear. Like I said, the upper, the way that the sole is made, it's just so many details about the shoe that I love. Like I said, I love the sheerness of the upper body itself. But like I said, there was no way I was going to be able to do this review and not be able to include the Zoom X Vista Grind. So. Alright guys, so here's another one of my favorites. This is my first pair of off-white kicks. I think it might have been like, I don't even know how many off-white releases there were this year, if there were many. But this is my first pair and your girl was happy. Now these are the off-white Vapor Streets. Like, this silhouette is just bomb as hell. It looks like a cleat for real, partly because of the way that the upper of the shoe is made, but also with these spiked soles. Just like really bomb. I love the color of these. I love the fact that we have yellow, we have blue, we have like this neon orange. The little pieces that the laces go through are like bright pink. The tag is like velvet green, forest green, but a like velvety kind of like texture. This shoe is just insane. And honestly, if I did not grab these, I probably would have went for the blue pair. But I'm actually really excited that I did get the yellow pair. Like, it's just an easy way to brighten up, especially like an all black outfit. I love wearing all black and then throwing these on, or wearing like black and white and then I'll throw these on, just because I feel like this really just pops, brings the look together a little bit more, gives you a little more oomph. And I guarantee that if you're going to be wearing these, you're definitely going to have a lot of eyes on your feet, trust me. But I love these. I love the spike bottoms, and I will say that because of the spike bottoms, I feel like I have a little more bounce when I walk. So I have to be a little more mindful and try to control the bounce as much as possible. But it's just a really dope shoe. They're also very comfortable, and I feel like that's something I like to keep in mind, especially if I'm going to be wearing kicks for a day or an extended period of time. I always want to make sure that I'm going to be comfortable, and these are definitely a shoe that you're going to be comfortable in. I really just love the make of these. I love the detailing. I love the textures on the shoe, the silhouette, the colors. Everything about this shoe is just bomb. Like I said, these are my first off-white pickup, and I think I did really good for this to be my first off-white pickup. So your girl did good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, like something about like the way that the heel is, this pointed kind of situation in the back. Like, I love these. I really needed to throw these on the list because they were my first off-white pickup, and I think your girl did pretty good. So the off-white Vapor Street. Next up, I am going to jump into a pair of kicks that I honestly don't even remember when I first saw these. I'm actually gonna hit the internet real quick and see. It honestly might have been September that I first started reading about these kicks in particular. It is the Nike ISPA Airmax 720. Like, this kick is just so bomb. Honestly, it reminds me of trypophobia a little bit with all of the dots and stuff, but I was able to get over it for the purpose of this kick. Now, I love the colorway on these. I really love, this is just like a dope shoe in itself. I love like this really fat bubble bottom situation that we have. I love the detailing on the actual bottom itself, the upper as well. The upper of these remind me of the Zoom X Vista grinds, partly because of the way that it feels and the way that it's made, but also it does like have some sheer detailing, like the little dots here are actually sheer. And I really love how the tongue on these reminds me of the Zoom X Vista grind as well in a sense, but I believe the tongue is actually connected on both sides of this kick. But I really just love the upper on these. I love how they do include two of the tabs on the back of these. I probably will leave the blue on there for a while, partly because this shoe does have some blue detailing, and I feel like it really just adds like a little something extra to the shoe itself while also bringing it together. So these definitely had to make the list. The funny thing is that I did just do a mini haul on IGTV, so you'll see a couple of other pairs of kicks that I did pick up recently, this being one of those pickups. Now, one thing I also wanted to mention is I love the soles on these. I'm not even sure how to describe these. It's not spikes like the actual off-white Vapor Street kicks, but these are just like, some of the soles on these just as dope as the actual kick itself, is, if that makes sense. But they match with the actual detailing on the actual upper and the sole part of the kick itself. So these definitely made my list for the top 5, my top 5 pickups for the year. Like I said, I feel like September might have been the first time, but I feel like I honestly might have heard about these kicks maybe a month or two prior to September. I'm not 100% sure, but as soon as I saw these on the website, I immediately checked out. Like, that's how serious it was. All right, next up, I'm gonna be going in with another favorite. I feel like everyone knows what this box is. Like, Standard One's box, of course. Now, this pair is going to be the Shattered Backboards. So beautiful. Now, there's a little backstory with these, partly because I was kicking myself in the ass for the longest, partly because I missed the satin backboards. And I really wanted something in orange, and I felt like I really needed a pair of ones with some orange in it. Like, I really felt like I needed that. And the fact that I missed the satin backboards, I was really upset with myself. But when I saw that these were coming out, I immediately was like, all right, listen, I don't care what else is happening that day. If I have to have 5 people on this app, I need these. Now, initially, well, I will say I wasn't bothered by the actual like patent leather kind of finish of the shoe. And I love like the crinkle effect as well. It really doesn't bother me. I feel like it's just like a dope shoe altogether. I initially wished that the sole on these was white, but when I look at the shoe as a whole, I really feel like the pale vanilla sole really just complements the shoe a little bit more, and it just works together as a whole. Standard ones, I feel like ones are just a classic silhouette, and I feel like they go with anything. You can easily dress them up, dress them down, whatever. They just work. I will say these are a little more comfortable than some of the other ones that I have, and I'm not sure if it's because of the material, like the crinkle patent leather portion of it, but these are a little more comfortable than some of the other ones that I own, so that's something I definitely want to note as well. But there was no way that I was going to be able to complete this list without including these, partly because one, I was crazy about the colorway and needing something in orange, and I felt like having a Air Jordan 1 silhouette with orange was going to be the only way that I was going to really feel complete about my collection, and I feel like these really help to fill that void. I love the shoe as a whole. Like I said, the pale vanilla sole complements the upper of the shoe and the shoe in its entirety. I love that these also come with a pair of orange laces. I honestly might change one lace out to see how I feel. But these with black laces just really looks bomb as hell in my opinion. So like I said, there was no way I was going to be able to complete this list without including the shattered backboards. Like, there was no way. Your girl was fiending for a pair of orange kicks, and she got what she wanted, of course. Last but not least, my favorite kick from 2019. This honestly might be number one. It is the 270 React. Now, this pair in particular is a little dusty. I really need to take the time and clean them off. But this kick, bruh. The silhouette on these, this colorway in particular, is just fucking dope. I had to have them. I did not care. I was gonna get them. That's just what it was. The silhouette on these I love. I feel like it can work in a variety of colorways, which we have seen it do. Also, this shoe is one of my favorites, and I will tell you how I know a shoe is my favorite. Partly because I will pick up multiple colorways. Like, I have these, and I have like another colorway, like a platinum white with like coral and like some shade of like teal or something like that. But I really just love these. These are so bomb. They work for, they're a unisex shoe, I will say. I really just love this colorway. Like, it's feminine and it's dope, but it's still badass, if that makes sense. Like, I'm just like, I love these so much. Like, these were definitely my number one for the year, partly because of the silhouette. I think the silhouette with these really helped to make the shoe. And normally when I go for a shoe, it's usually a battle between silhouette and colorway, and I really just felt like this silhouette and this colorway, it just works. Like, it's just a bomb kick to have. This one in particular, I believe, was women's only, but it's just a bomb fucking shoe. Like, I love the I think these are the 270, like the bottom of it, the bubble portion. It's just like a very sleek shoe. It's very comfortable as well. One thing I'm not crazy about, I feel like, I don't know if it's because sometimes I don't wear socks with these, but I feel like they tend to gap a little at the top, especially when I'm walking. But other than that, these are just so, they're just so bomb. Like, I'm just like, I'm sitting here cheesing mad hard. Like, these are just so bomb. So bomb. There's no way I was going to be able to complete my top 5 without including the 270 React. No way. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for my top 5 picks of 2019. I really hope that you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram if you aren't already, and I'll see you guys next time.